Hello and good afternoon and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and CoffeeStream 297. And I apologize, I suck. I ended up passing out this morning. Well, not this morning, but at about 11, I laid down for a bit, and I even had an alarm going, or set, that I apparently ended up sleeping through. And Pincalo called me, and I go running down the stairs. So, yeah, I apologize for that very, very profusely. Uh, Good afternoon, Zombie Teddy. Good afternoon, RVA. Good afternoon, Fury Kitten. Oh, by the way, thank you, RVA, for your donation to the GoFundMe. Hello, Gunfox. Hello, Maddie. Let's see. Don't say hi to Nightbot. um, let's see here. Green Badger, hello. Let's see. Irate Prostate, hello. Your premiere is scheduled for today. Awesome. Awesome. I'm annoyed with myself because I just came running down here without even making a coffee. Oh man. Okay, so let's quickly let's very quickly open up the news that I have, because I do actually have news gathered. I did do that. Jesus Christ. Um, so while I'm doing that, uh, the wonderful Democrats, I guess, did end up impeaching Trump yesterday. And among all of the dumbasses on Twitter who now think that Trump is not the president anymore, we have you have Nancy Pelosi saying that she's considering holding the articles of impeachment from the Senate. We've got just a whole bunch of ridiculous. Just the fact that the Dems think that this is a good thing for them is really quite shocking to me. That they don't see how they've basically ensured Trump's victory in 2020, and I think they may have just also ensured that they lose the House of Congress. On top of that, I really, really do think that. Wikipedia snippet. Hello. Maddie says, "Is it bad that when you can hear the air quotes when she says wonderful?" Yes, you did bomb my Discord with news, Gunfox. Hey, did you know no one is above the law, says Fury Kitten. How about the charge of wasting public funds? Um, wasting court time, interfering in the democratic election, and sedition. Yeah. No doubt, Fury Kitten. No doubt. Let's carry on with the news opening. Go, news. Go, webpage. Go. Go faster. Let's see. So, yeah, I've got a bunch of news from Gunfox. I picked the news that would make me cry. Like, about the baby Gunfox. Um, but we've got a good stack of news to go through. Oh, I'm tempted to just go and pour a coffee even though it'll be cold. Ah! That stupid video. I hate that. That video that Fox has sometimes with the I think it's got tweets or something that it's always got this weird music on it. Sometimes it pops up when you open the web page. There we go. Quiet video. Okay, here we go. Now I can continue news or opening up. So yeah, we've got some impeachment news. We've got some funny or I guess sad if you want to. Yeah, we've got some sciencey stuff. Yeah, the Fox News video. Yeah, Gunfox. That's annoying. Yeah, and I even have two sciencey stuff to round out the end of the end of the show. So we'll have plenty of news. Today was a lot of Fox News and BBC. Yes, it was. Hello, Lindsay. Impeachment, yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, we've got Russia and not Russia in dealing with the impeachment. We just have a Russia story. We have a Pelosi story. We have a Tlaib story. We've got a couple of Canadian politics stories. We've got, a good spread of pretty good spread of news. Being banned from Twitter makes looking for news a pain. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all, Gunfox. That's got to be really aggravating. How close are we? Oh, look, another frickin' video. God damn it. Where is the... That's frustrating. Yes, close audio player. Oh, fuck off. I don't think I can read this story that I have pulled up right now. That's frustrating. Okay, well... Okay, where's that music? Which tab is the music coming from? God damn it. Is it the pickup truck? There's like music coming. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Okay. It was the pickup truck page that had the music. That was frustrating. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. You can no, it's not that. It was the truck article, but it's fine. I fixed it. And we are finally on the science articles, so that means I've opened all the news. Yay. This took forever. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So we have, in the science, we've got space news and we have biology news. So that's, or I guess not biology, it would be more anthropology. So that's, You did get me Florida Man news. I actually grabbed it. I actually grabbed the Florida Man one. So, here we go. Let's jump over to the Chrome tab again and set this up here. Large screen. And share screen. Application window. And share screen. Okay. So, first story we have here is, come on. Okay, so Rona Ambrose most favored by Canadians to be next Tory leader, survey suggests. So Rona Ambrose was, she goes all the way back to the Harper government. She was the interim Conservative Party leader after Harper stepped down and before Andrew Scheer was elected. She was also Stephen Harper's health minister, and she had this big campaign against legalizing marijuana. She was one of those people who you would swear was forced to watch Reefer Madness over and over again, and like it traumatized her to the point where she's just terrified. But you know, she is a strong, like behind no, like despite what her views on stuff like that are, she's a pretty strong uh leader. She's a good speaker. She's not afraid to excuse me, call out bullshit. So I mean, she would be a good party leader as long as she could uh you know, change a few of her viewpoints. So this was posted December 17th, so on Tuesday, or yeah, Tuesday. So let's quickly jump to the let's jump over all these links. Here we go.
Former interim Conservative leader. Link. Rona Ambrose is the most appealing choice to head the federal party, according link to a survey released Tuesday. The poll, conducted by Angus Reid Institute, asked respondents to pick their top choices from among a list of high-profile conservatives in the country. Read more. Link. The survey found that Ambrose, who previously announced her link departure from federal politics, and former Conservative Minister Peter MacKay were the top choices.
I don't think Peter MacKay should lead. He's too weak.
Cancel countdown.
Quiet.
Button. Volume 0. Cancel countdown. Press play button.
No.
Look, this ad will. This
Go
ad
away,
will
ad. How do I click?
This ad will end. This ad will.
Where's the X? God damn it! Where's the goddamn fucking X? That's annoying. The list, so it says the list also included Caroline Mulrooney, Michelle Rempel, Lisa Raitt, Pierre Poilievre, Kevin O'Leary, Jason Kenney, Brad Wall, Michael somebody, and Bernard Lord. I do not think Caroline Mulrooney should be involved in the leadership. I also don't think that who was the one here on the list that made me laugh? Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary really shouldn't be doing any of that. But I just no. I really don't think that would be a A good thing. Okay, Global, you're pissing me off. Um, so that's just a quick little blurb about Canadian politics. We're going to move over to another Canadian story from Ontario. OPP arrests 20 from Quebec, lay 350 charges in Ontario luxury car theft ring. Interesting. Let's see. Here we go.
Ontario Provincial Police say 20 Quebec residents are facing a total of 350 charges following a months-long investigation into the thefts of hundreds of luxury vehicles across central and eastern Ontario.
So, okay, so is this a mafia deal? Because we've got a big mafia thing going on in Quebec, especially in Montreal. So, is this part of that?
FSK and the investigation, named Project Shildon, was started in June after police received a spike in reports of vehicle thefts in the Ottawa area. Read more.
Yeah, there was a big spike of luxury car thefts in the Ottawa. Down with OPP.
Visited link.
No, the
According
OPP
to
are
an
all right.
police, the vehicles were stolen from dealerships, various Ontario neighborhoods, and even in some cases from people's driveways.
Yep.
In a news conference given in Ottawa on Tuesday, Superintendent Brian McKillop, director of the Ops Organized Crime Enforcement Bureau, said the ring was run by two groups, one who would focus on stealing individual vehicles from neighborhoods and another that would steal several vehicles at a time from dealerships across Ontario.
Damn.
Story continues. Third-party ad contact FB. In total, OPSAIN FB. In total, OPSAIN nearly 500 vehicles were stolen from various regions across Ontario, with the Greater Toronto Area and the Ottawa region being the worst affected.
Wow, 500 vehicles. Holy crap.
Several smaller communities like Kingston, Cornwall, and Hawkesbury were targeted as well.
Yeah, it's right along the route.
FSK op image. End of ops.
So,
And over the course of the op said the thefts were part of a highly organized operation that had a goal of exporting the stolen vehicles and shipping containers overseas through the port of Montreal to Africa, more specifically to Ghana and Nigeria.
Through Montreal, huh? Yeah, I think this might be organized, like a mob thing. Hello, Sir Adamantine. Let's see. $120,000. $120,000 what? Is that how, that can't be how much the $500, 500 vehicles cost.
Over the course of the last several months, police were able to recover 97 stolen vehicles before they were shipped overseas.
Damn, 97 out of 500. That sucks.
Read more. Link. Along with the vehicles, OPSA investigators executed search warrants in the Montreal region last week, where tools used to allegedly break into vehicles were seized, replica key fobs and drugs such as methamphetamine, MDMA, cocaine, ecstasy, and cannabis were seized.
And I bet the cannabis was the least of the was the least of the drugs.
Story continues. The investigation was led by the OP along with the following agencies.
The OPP, not the OP.
Service de Police de Laval. Service de Police de la Ville de Montreal. Canada Border Services Agency. Canada Border Services Agent. Insurance Bureau of Canada.
Oh wow, the IBC was involved.
York Regional Police. Ottawa Police Service. Provincial Police say the Halton Regional Police Service and Toronto Police Service also aided in the investigation.
Wow, this was a big effort in making these arrests. That's a lot of luxury cars. Bam. The Porsche. Oh, the Porsche. In Toronto, where the guy got shot in the leg. was $120,000 or $150,000. Okay. Yeah, people on Twitter think Trump isn't president now. I know, I rate. It's sad. It's very sad. So let's take a look at what Ilhan Omar apparently did. If Safari will, be nice and load. More news in Discord for tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Come along, Safari. Behave. So, Omar reportedly shouts, "Stop it," as GOP's McCarthy recounts Tlaib's profane comment about during Trump impeachment. Oh, I wonder if there's video. I wish there was video. That would be funny. That makes me giggle. They know not what they do. No, they do not. They really do not. So let's take a look at this article here.
The group of 4 freshman House Democrats dubbed Link the Squad.
Really? They changed this article before this article said the 4 congresswomen of color who dubbed themselves the Squad. But now it's been changed. Interesting.
Each had something to say Wednesday before the entire House voted along party lines to Link impeach President Trump. In the case of Rep. Ilhan Omar, Dems, it was the repeated shouting of "Stop it" when House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy recounted a profane remark about President Trump that fellow Squad member Rep. Rashida Tlaib, Dems, had uttered back in January.
Really?
On Wednesday, several journalists, including PBS NewsHour senior reporter Daniel Bush, Daily Caller reporter Scott Moorfield and others, identified Omar, who was not seen on camera, as the voice heard in the background as McCarthy addressed his fellow House members in the U.S. Capitol.
Really? She's legit yelling, "Stop it." Maddie, you're not in my Discord. That's criminal. I will send you an invite. After the stream, I'll send you the link.
Link. AOC. What's the problem? Moorfield wrote, referring to Omar. Truth hurt. You link. Scott Moorfield. Screen name.
Oh, let's see what this
link,
is.
Link. At Ilhan M. Yelling's link. Listen carefully, and you will hear Rep. Link. At Ilhan M. Yelling "Stop it" multiple times on the House floor when Link. AGOP leader. Brings up. Link. At Rashida. Bring Link. At Rashida Tlaib. Is impeach them author of Starker comments. What's the problem? Truth hurt. Link. HTTPS.
Is
Link.
Was there a video?
Safari link. What's the problem? Link. Play media.
Oh, there is. Oh shit. Okay.
Press link.
And nothing was going to get in their way, certainly not the truth. Madam Speaker, Chairman Schiff said he had evidence, more than circumstantial, of collusion. That was false.
Safari busy.
In January,
Frame.
Come on.
we all
Oh, here we
in
go.
this body, we stood up, we raised our hands, we swore that we'd uphold the Constitution.
Link. HTTPS. Frame. In frame 2 button. Button.
Is this
Button.
live or is this...
Button 40.
And a few mere hours after that,
Oh, there we go.
Congresswoman Tlaib said she was going to impeach the mother effer. Those are not my words. A year before taking the majority, Chairman Nadler can't...
So I couldn't hear her say... I couldn't hear her yelling it.
Out of Blink.
It's really quiet. That's a shame. That sucks. I was hoping I could hear it. But it's true. Like Tlaib did say that. Like a year before this even started. We should impeach the impeach the motherfucker. It's crazy.
Link. Twitter ads in link. View conversation in January, soon after all 4 squad members took office following their elections in November 2018, and months before the July 25 phone call between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky that kicked off the House impeachment inquiry this fall. Tlaib said on camera at a Capitol Hill reception celebrating the new Congress that we're going to go in there and we're going to impeach the mother, referring to Trump.
Yep.
Nothing was going to get in their way, and certainly not the truth. McCarthy began Wednesday. Madam Speaker, Chairman Schiff said he had evidence, more than circumstantial, of collusion. That was false.
Yeah, it is false. It's absolutely false. She can deny she said it, she would be lying. Yep. Maddie says, yep, her video was all over the net. It was. By the way, guys, if some people have been telling me that they've been having a bit of trouble donating to the GoFundMe. Like their cards have not been accepted. I don't know why that is. I've checked. There's been no like flag of the GoFundMe or anything like that. Unless and I haven't gotten any emails or anything saying that it's been flagged or anything like that. So that it should be, there should be no trouble. If you're still having trouble donating and you'd like to the GoFundMe and you'd like to support the channel or us, please consider the Streamlabs link. I don't know why some people are able to donate and some aren't. Fury Kitten says, I had to go via PayPal as it wouldn't allow me otherwise. Yeah, and I don't know why that is. I will check the settings again to see if there's a setting that isn't checked. I'm pretty sure that I checked the allow all credit card and all that stuff, but I will check again to make sure. But yeah. I was told if you have a question, contact Bloodwing. Ah. And RVA says I used a card. Yeah, so that's really strange. That's really strange. I'm just wondering if the Senate can counter Pelosi and get her impeached. Oh, that would be cool. It's not GoFundMe, it's the banks that are flagging it as a possible stolen card or theft. It's likely their bank's side. Okay. Well,
Rep. Kevin McCarthy's reference to a past remark by a fellow squad member reportedly irritated Rep. Ilhan Omar on Wednesday. Image. Rep. In January, where we all stood in this body, we stood up, we raised our hands, we swore that we'd uphold the Constitution, McCarthy continued, and, a few mere hours after that, Congresswoman Tlaib said she was going to impeach the mother effer. Those are not my words.
Yep.
Omar also commented on Twitter on Wednesday about the impeachment.
Oh, what did she say? Let's see.
The evidence is clear, she wrote online. Trump extorted a foreign government in an effort to get re-elected and obstructed Congress, resulting investigation. He abused his oath of office. Today, I will act to restore balance to our democracy. I will vote to impeach Donald Trump.
How did he do any of those things? Seriously, how? As much as I hate PayPal, it works for most things, says Gunfox. What's going on, people, and what a joke on this impeachment. Yeah, it is. It is. Hello, Snugs McCloud. Hello. This was against the construction. Or, oh, do you mean Constitution? Yeah. Yeah.
Link. Ilhanom.
Oh, here's...
Link. The Ev today. Link. Like 13. Link. Other squad members shared their views Wednesday as well. During her own floor speech, Tlaib pointed to the common sense of the people in her home district in Michigan and veterans' sense of duty and responsibility before citing bribery as a reason she supported impeaching Trump, even though bribery was not included as an article of impeachment.
I don't think you speak for veterans there, honey. Four Dems crossed against party lines and voted against it. Because they feared about their jobs. Yep. 2020 will likely be a bloodbath. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Google is auto-correcting. It's okay. It's okay. It happens.
The Democrat-led House decided to file only 2 articles, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Article 1, abuse of power, passed on a 230-197 vote, with 2 Democrats joining Republicans in voting nay. The obstruction of Congress vote was 229-197, with 3 Democrats voting nay. No Republicans supported either article.
So they lost 5 Democrats.
I rise today in support of impeachment. I learn so much every single day from my residents at home. Their common sense and understanding of what is right and wrong centered on why they oppose any person who uses the most powerful position in the world for personal gain, Tlaib said.
Tlaib has residents? She has people living inside her residence? Tlaib, do you mean constituents? I think, honey dear, you mean constituents. You don't have people... Well, maybe you do have voices in your head, and maybe that's what you were talking about. The fact that the Dems can do this unchecked sets a very dangerous precedent. Or an extremely dangerous precedent, says cynical Lindsay. They weaponized the Constitution to get someone they don't like impeached. Yeah. Yeah, they did. The Dems just doomed themselves in 2020, not just for president, but they'll also lose the House, says Soretta Mantina. I think you're right. You know what's really funny about this whole thing is that everyone keeps saying, oh, everyone's like, he's doing this for political gain, says Pink Hollow. It's the highest office in the land. What other political office could he gain? Yeah. 1,000 Democrats went independent after the Dems found that there was no evidence. Yeah. This is bad for them.
We honor our veterans in this chamber almost on a daily basis, but do we ever follow their lead, where we serve the people of the United States and uphold the Constitution not as Republicans or Democrats but as Americans? We should learn from their sense of duty and responsibility to country and democracy, not a political party.
Shut up. Shut up and don't invoke the veterans. Just don't. Just stop. That's just stupid.
Link. CSPA. Link. View on Twitter. Peer link. At Repression.
So those are her tweets that are showing down here. And so they're just going to go over. Let's see. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez took aim at some. Let's see this.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez took aim at Red Berry Loudermilk, Arga, who, invoking the holiday season, used his speech on the House floor Wednesday to point out that the Romans who persecuted Jesus Christ first gave him a chance to defend himself.
A little hyperbolic, but not wrong.
Before you take this historic vote today, 1 week before Christmas, I want you to keep this in mind. When Jesus was falsely accused of treason, Pontius Pilate gave Jesus the opportunity to face his accusers. During the sham trial, Pontius Pilate afforded more rights to Jesus than the Democrats have afforded this president in this process, Loudermilk said.
I get what he's trying to do, but I don't think I would have made that comparison.
Link. Alexandria Ocasio.
What's her tweet here?
Link. Romans 1:25. Link. Romans 1:25. Link. HTTP. Link. Emily C. Singer verified account. Link. Okay. The verse warns against. Ocasio-Cortez responded on Twitter with a Bible verse, simply writing, Romans 1:25. You are currently.
You're not even going to give us the script of the contents of the Bible verse?
The verse warns against changing the truth of God into a lie and instead of worshiping a creature more than the blessed Creator, in what appeared to be a comment from the Congresswoman on Republican support for President Trump.
Oh yeah, see, this is where you can't start making biblical comparisons. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Let's see.
House Democrats had pointed out that Trump was invited to testify before Congress but refused to comply with the impeachment inquiry.
Because it's a sham!
No normal person would be able to get away with attempting to extort a foreign power to compromise our country, Ocasio-Cortez tweeted Wednesday. But all too often, the most corrupt and powerful people grow so accustomed to life with impunity that standard accountability feels to them like unjust persecution.
And how often have you been accountable there, AOC? How often do you hold yourself accountable for anything?
Link. Alexandria Ocasio.
Ugh, it just keeps going on and on and on. Let's go over to this next article about Mia Austin. This is from the BBC. And this says, Mia Austin, Woman of the Year, died choking on marshmallow. Honey, you're not supposed to play Chubby Bunny. Let's, especially when you worship Marx. Yeah. Oh, not wrong, irate. So let's see here.
A woman with locked-in syndrome died at a holiday park after choking on a marshmallow, an inquest has concluded.
What's a holiday park?
Mia Austin, 30, from Lower Huswall, Wool, Merseyside, died at the Warren in Abersoch, Gwynedd, in June. The inquest in Carnarvon heard Ms. Austin had lost her power of speech and movement after a stroke 10 years ago and was unable to cough up the sweet.
Who would give a stroke patient a fucking marshmallow? What dumbass did that? That's terrible. And stupid. Is Chubby Bunny the easier form of Fluffy Bunny? Could be. The game I'm talking about is where you keep shoving marshmallows into your mouth, and after each marshmallow, you attempt to say "chubby bunny." Um, and I don't mean like the mini marshmallows. I mean like the normal sized marshmallows. Darwin Award. Well, see, but she's a stroke patient, so and she lost her power of her. It says that she lost her ability to speak.
The inquest in Mia Austin, 30, from lower.
So
The
wait, it
inquest
says
in Carnarvon heard Ms. Austin had lost her power of speech and movement.
yeah, speech and movement. So she didn't knowingly and like no, she herself did not get the marshmallow and put it into her mouth or even ask for it. Somebody had to do that. So that's not Darwin Award.
Coroner Dewey Pritchard Jones recorded a verdict of accidental death. Ms. Austin's mother Carol told the inquest Mia had noticed some large marshmallows during a lunchtime visit to a shop. Heading level 2, Love Island. Apparently on Love Island they did a marshmallow challenge. You put marshmallows in the mouth. That's what she wanted to do with 2 friends, she said. You were
Okay, but why would you let... Oh, hello, Polydub. Just popping in before I have to head out. Merry Christmas all. Thank you, Polly. I always said Rocky Road ice cream was evil. Yeah, that's murder. That's the same game. Oh, except it's Fluffy Bunny for you guys. Okay. Sounds like someone wanted her dead. Yeah. Like, 'cause this is really like if as a mother, why would you allow your daughter that is an invalid who you know has this issue to play this game? Like, and it's not you. She had the stroke, so she's 30, and she had the stroke 10 years ago. So she had the stroke at 20. So it's not like she was already grown and fully developed and stuff when she had that stroke. So it's not like this is, oh, got the capacity of a child and she just really wanted to do that. No, this should not be accidental death. This should be negligent homicide at the least.
Ms. Austin returned to her accommodation with her carer, who then put a marshmallow in her mouth. You are currently on...
The carer did it? Wow.
She had shaken her head to say no when the carer had suggested it needed cutting. You are current...
No, okay. It's the carer's job. The carer should have been like, no, I'm cutting this up. I know you want to have fun and do it like you would normally would, honey, but you can't. I'm cutting this up. It's safer. You can shake your head at me all you want, but this is what I'm doing for you. That's what the carer should have done.
She began choking and panicked. She lost consciousness and paramedics attended the scene.
Yeah. Just because the carer didn't want to put her foot down and say, no, I'm cutting this up.
Image caption, Mia Austin, image. Merseyside Women of the Year. Image caption, Ms. Austin, end of, Ms. Austin won Merseyside Woman of the Year. And Ms. Austin's mother told the inquest her daughter was Merseyside Woman of the Year and won the award posthumously the day after the tragedy.
Oh, that's not... She just got the award because she died. The caregiver and their company are liable. I hope so.
She also described her daughter as perfectly well and healthy before having the stroke at home in November 2009, and since communicated through a spell chart in a computer.
Yeah. Like, so the carer, she had the brain capacity to understand the carer going, okay, look, I understand you want to do the fun thing and shove the whole marshmallow in your mouth, but really, because of your condition, it's not safe. I'm going to cut it up for you. You can be pissed off at me all you want, but I'm just gonna be safe. That would have been so simple.
The coroner said the result of the stroke meant Ms. Austin did not have the ability to cough up the marshmallow, which had blocked her airway and caused her to suffocate.
Yeah.
Heading level 2, an inspirational young woman.
Oh, God.
Despite having locked-in syndrome, Ms. Austin continued to travel and undertook lots of charity work, including sleeping out on the streets of Liverpool to raise money in the awareness of homelessness. She went to Africa to support communities, visit orphanages and schools, and deliver donations of stationery and toys. Ms. Austin also wrote a book, called In the Blink of an Eye, which was published in 2018 and describes short snippets of her memories after her stroke and documents her journey from hospital to returning home.
That's cool. So she actually does inspirational things. She's not just inspirational because she's disabled. Let's see. So yeah, it's kind of sad and frustrating. So let's jump over to this story. Australia heat wave. All-time temperature record broken again. Well, it's Australia. So let's see. Oh, wow, a state of emergency.
A state of emergency has been declared in New South Wales, Australia, amid fears a record-breaking heat wave will exacerbate the state's bushfire crisis.
Yeah, no kidding. Didn't the caregiver know the Heimlich maneuver? See, that's another good question, Green Badger. Hello there, Seamus. That's a very good question, Green Badger.
The nation endured its hottest ever day on Tuesday, but the record was smashed again on Wednesday, which saw an average maximum of 41.9 C, 107.4 F.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy. The fires are a motherfucker. Yeah, because everything is just dry as hell. That's scary. And not only for the fires, like heat exhaustion. That's scary shit.
Tuesday's 40.9 C had eclipsed the previous record of 40.3 C, set in 2013. Authorities in New South Wales, NSW, are currently fighting about 100 fires, in a crisis that has lasted months.
Wow. That's crazy. And because it's summer right now in Australia. So it's just the beginning of summer in Australia.
Premier Gladys Berejiklian announced a 7-day state of emergency to add to forecasts of worsening conditions.
Oh my God. What the hell? Your fire comment was removed. Message deleted by the Google moderator team. And Gunfox too? What's going on? Baring did a piece on the fires. Oh, wow. Why is Check Your Logic's message deleted now? Australia fire is nothing to fuck with. No, it's not. Uh, remember when Google implemented bots and started mass deleting comments in chat? I remember. Remember berries. So you can't say the F word now? Apparently not. And I should be age restricted. Like my channel, it should be marked. My channel should be marked age restricted and not for kids. And this is weird. And it says message deleted by the Google moderator team. Weird. This is just this is weird. Oh boy, now my chat is Irate's doing the 7 words you can't say, I see. Belgium. That's funny. What one got deleted? Hold on. Tits. Yeah. Google moderators, why are you in my chat deleting my... What is going on here? We probably get X number of deleted messages and then they delete our account. Yeah, be careful, guys. Guys, be careful. I don't want your accounts getting deleted.
The biggest concern over the next few days is the unpredictability, with extreme wind conditions and extremely hot temperatures, she told reporters on Thursday. List 4 items. Black link, and parts of NSW, of which Sydney is the capital, hit temperatures in the early 40s on Thursday. More intense heat was forecast for the rest of the week.
Wow.
Maximum temperatures, December 19th, image.
So this is the picture of the maximum temperatures. It doesn't have it captioned. But that's the temperature graph. The 7 words you can't say on TV have now become the 3 words you can't say on YouTube chats. Who needs Stalinism when you've got Silicon Valley? Yeah. I'm waiting for it to say irate prostate has been banned by Google. Yeah, irate, don't get your account fucked up. Well, people, I guess if you want to send naughty comments, you have to use Streamlabs. What does the rest of the message say here? To send use Streamlabs. Can't Verde wine press. Campo Verde wine press. What? See, I'm reading your message exactly how it says, and that makes no sense. The worst thing about censorship is message deleted. Yeah. Don't say the Delaware senator's name on Google or Twitter or you'll get banned as well. Oh, wow. Well, soon DLive will be the only place we'll be allowed. I know you said you've updated Lindsay said, I know you said you've updated your channel to not for kids, but I've heard that doesn't always work, so you might want to check to make sure. Yeah, Pincalo, when you get a chance, could you give me a hand and check, because I can't use the studio to check, because Google Studio is not accessible. Okay.
Maine, heading level 1 5 hours ago.
So that's that story about the bushfires.
Create a new tab.
Let's move on to Russia being angry about their ban from sports. So this says, oh, we are at the end of the story, apparently. That's not very helpful. Come on. Go, go, go. Okay. Finally. Okay, so this says, Russia to appeal against 4-year ban from major sporting events for doping offenses. Sorry, if you're gonna dope your athletes, you deserve to have some punishment. That's just how that works. We're all extremists now. Yep. Yep. All extremists.
Athletes will not be allowed to compete under the Russian flag at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics or Beijing 2022 Winter Games. Figure. Athletes will not be allowed. End of. Russia is set to appeal against the decision to ban it from all major sporting events for 4 years.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have been doping your frickin' athletes then, Russia.
Its anti-doping agency, RUSADA, says it does not agree with the punishment from the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA.
Of course it doesn't. Were you expecting them to?
The bans means Russia's flag and anthem will not be allowed at events such as the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and Paralympics and football's 2022 World Cup in Qatar.
Wow. Well, too bad.
RUSADA says a letter to WADA will be prepared on behalf of the president in the next 10-15 days.
Okay. What are you going to protest? What are you appealing? There's evidence that they were doping. What do you want?
Then the ball will be in WADA's court and the situation will be developing in the legal field, added Alexander Ivlev, head of RUSADA's supervisory board.
The legal field? What do you mean by that? Russia got caught over 15 times over the last 3 events. Yeah. What do they think they're going to appeal?
WADA's executive committee, Link, made the unanimous decision to impose the ban on Russia in a meeting in Lausanne, Switzerland, last week. It comes after RUSADA was declared non-compliant for manipulating laboratory data handed over to investigators in January 2019.
Yeah, so they can't even be trusted.
It had to hand over data to WADA as a condition of its Link controversial reinstatement in 2018. after a 3-year suspension for its vast state-sponsored doping scandal.
Jesus Christ, they just didn't learn, did they?
Advertisement. Clickable. Frame. Link. Russian president's list to items. Russian President Vladimir Putin said after the ruling the country had grounds to appeal against the decision.
They did? Where? How? I don't see how. I'm very, very confused.
List to items. Block link. End of list. However, President Sir Craig Reedy said the decision showed its determination to act resolutely in the face of the Russian doping crisis. However, Vice President Linda Helland says the ban was not enough, and it has also been criticized by other nations' doping bodies. Athletes who can prove they are untainted by the doping scandal will be able to compete under a neutral flag.
Okay, so I guess if they want to compete, a neutral flag. What neutral flag would they pick? Russia cheats all the time and uses some really nasty drugs. Yeah, they do. They do, Gunny. And they need to be brought to account for it. So a total of 168 Russian athletes competed under a neutral flag at the 2018 Winter Olympics in Pyeongchang. They've been banned from competing as a nation in athletics since 2015. Oh, wow. That I didn't know, actually. I didn't know that. So now we're going to get to the Florida man story. Yeah, we're going to get to the Florida man story here. If we can. Come on. So this says, pickup truck crashes through Florida airport's baggage claim area, slams into rental car counter. Well then. Let's take a look at this article here.
Officials have launched an investigation into the circumstances that caused the driver of a pickup truck to crash into the baggage claim area at the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport on Thursday morning, shortly before 3 a.m.
How is that even possible? Russian athletes can go under the USSR flag because that's still allowed. Holy shit. Because the USSR and Russia are two different nations. That's crazy. How many gators were hurt? I don't know. Hello, Mr. Dax.
The truck, which had been traveling on Florida's nearby U.S. Highway 41, reportedly left the road and crashed through the airport's perimeter fence, crossed part of the tarmac, plowed through a cinder block wall, and entered the baggage claim area, where it eventually stopped upon hitting the desk of a rental car service.
How fast was it going that all of those things that it hit didn't slow it down enough to make it stop before it hit the counter? That's insane.
ABC Action News. What we know greater. Insane video vertical line. A truck came barreling through the baggage claim area of Sarasota Bradenton International Airport this morning before crashing into the desk of a car rental place. Thankfully no employees were injured. What we know greater. HTTP Play media.
Oh my god, there is a video. Okay.
Press link.
I don't think there's sound, though. No, there's no sound.
Frame. In frame 2 button. 970 0 21 /0 35.
Yeah, there's no So plenty of momentum. Yeah. Holy hell, it just flew in. 70 plus miles per hour. No kidding. So that's the video.
Out of frame link. Like link. Luckily, the two people behind the rental car area were not hurt. Frederick J. Piccolo, the president and CEO of the airport, told Link. Fox 13. Link. Fox 13. Period. 16-point Roboto. A shade of black on. No one else inside the airport was injured. Piccolo further confirmed.
Good. But holy crap. That's crazy. Wow. They were just running late for their flight. They wanted to make sure they didn't miss the rental reservation. That's all. That's funny. Good one, honey.
No one inside the airport was injured during the incident. Image. No, we actually had a late flight, but no one else was here in the baggage claim area except a couple of workers, Piccolo told the outlet. If this happened during the day, it would have been a much different story. You were correct.
No doubt. That's crazy.
Link. Click here to stop. The driver of the vehicle, meanwhile, was taken to confirm to be injured and transported to a nearby hospital. You are currently on it. Link. Fox 13 Tampa Bay, screen name.
So, yeah, he's gonna be charged. What a dum-dum. So we're gonna keep this next story for tomorrow because I want to talk more about it. And we're gonna jump over to the science-y stuff. Satellite launches to study planets in other solar systems. That's pretty cool. This is a CBC article. So here's a picture of the satellite. And here we go.
Commenting is now closed for a European spacecraft launched from South America Wednesday on a 3-year mission to study planets in other solar systems. The characterizing exoplanet satellite, Cheops, mission blasted off from Kourou, French Guinea at 0854 GMT, 3:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, atop a Russian Soyuz rocket. The launch came 24 hours after a first attempt was delayed shortly before liftoff because of a software problem in the upper stage of the rocket.
Okay. So it's a 3-year mission. And so let's see here.
The European Space Agency says the satellite is the first mission dedicated to studying bright nearby stars that are already known to have planets, and will focus on planets in the super Earth to Neptune size range. The agency hopes that the data sent by the mission will enable the bulk density of those planets to be calculated, a first step toward understanding them better.
Okay, so they're going to focus on nearer stars that they've already confirmed that to have planets, and they're just going to start studying their bulk, their mass, stuff like that. That's cool. And super Earth and Neptune sized planets. That's cool.
Link. ASA, screen name. Link. ASA, link. Number Cheops. Link. ASA, link. Number Cheops. Mission lifted off on a Soyuz frigate launched from Europe's spaceport in Kourou, French Guiana, at 09:54 CET this morning, December 18th, on its exciting mission to characterize planets orbiting stars other than our sun.
That's awesome.
Emoji link. HTTP link image. View image.
And here's the picture.
Link. Its telescope will focus on bright stars to determine the size of planets as they pass in front of their host star. Swiss astronomer and Nobel Physics Prize winner Didier Queloz, who heads the Cheops science team, told the Associated Press earlier this week that the mission will focus on 100 of the more than 4,000 exoplanets, ones beyond our own solar system, discovered so far, partly to determine if there's a possibility of an Earth-like planet capable of sustaining life. We are one planetary system among many, he said. It's all about our place in the universe and trying to understand it.
That's cool. Its 3-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Yep, it's the Enterprise. It's the Enterprise for sure. We're looking for a colony. Yeah?
Cheops will focus on about 100 planets in the super-Earth to Neptune size range. It will look at their density and determine whether they have atmospheres. Empedowsot/Asavia.
That's cool.
Cheops will. A telescope will analyze the exoplanets' densities and radii and determine whether they have atmospheres, Queloz said.
That's a cool this
We
is
know
really
nothing,
interesting.
except that they are there, he said. Queloz added that the telescope might spend one orbit, or 100 minutes, on one exoplanet and maybe 50 orbits, or 5 days, on another one, depending on their sizes.
Yeah?
List one item. Bullet. List one item. Bullet.
So that's that article. That's really cool. I thought that would interest all of us. And here now is our last article of the day, and it's our anthropological article. A group of our Homo erectus ancestors suffered a mysterious mass death over 107,000 years ago. It's their last appearance in the fossil record. So here's a picture of Homo erectus. Well, an artist's reconstruction of Homo erectus, I should say. Homo erectus, yes. Hey, Costin. Let's see here. So here's some bullet points that I will let voiceover read.
Homo erectus fossils discovered on the island of Java come from a population that died between 117,000 and 108,000 years ago, researchers found. It's the last known appearance of Homo erectus in the archaeological record. 2 of 5. The individuals seem to have perished in a mysterious mass death, after which their bones were swept downstream in a flood. The date of these fossils would mean that Homo erectus lived at the same time as 3 other human ancestors. 4 of 5. Bullet 5 of 5.
Cool.
Period. End of list. In the early 1930s, Dutch anthropologists found a giant bed of bones hidden above the banks of the Solo River on the Indonesian island of Java. Third-party buried in the river mud in an area called Ngandong were more than 25,000 fossil specimens, including 12 skull caps and 2 leg bones from a particularly intriguing human ancestor, Homo erectus. This species of early human persisted for nearly 2 million years and spread far across parts of Africa and Asia, but scientists had been unable to identify when the last of them died out. Efforts to determine the exact age of the Java fossils didn't help much, since they gave a broad range of options. Their time of death was estimated to be somewhere between 550,000 and 27,000 years ago.
Wow, that's a big that is a large swath of years. See you later, Gunny. They were sad and Hillary found out. That's funny.
But your link, a study published on Wednesday in the journal Nature, has put questions about the fate of the last Homo erectus to rest. Third party, by dating the surrounding river sediment rather than the fossils themselves, anthropologists were able to identify a much tighter age range for these skulls. They found that the Homo erectus individuals perished in a mass death between 117,000 and 108,000 years ago.
Okay.
That means the bones represent the last known appearance of Homo erectus in the archaeological record.
Very interesting. I wonder what they died of, like a plague, or a storm, or weird.
Ngandong 3/4 view Homo erectus group. A side view of one of the Homo erectus courtesy of Kira.
So here's a side view of one of the Homo erectus
a side view of
skulls,
one of the
I
Homo
think?
erectus skull caps
Yeah.
discovered in Ngandong. Curtis, the new timeline helps solve other puzzles as well, since it enables anthropologists to identify other ancient human species that Homo erectus overlapped with, and those it didn't. Our research shows that Homo erectus did not survive late enough to interact with modern humans on Java, Russell Shiajanin, author of the new study told Business Insider. Third party at Our research
Okay,
shows that
so
Homo
they weren't.
erectus did not survive late enough to interact with modern humans on Java, Russell Shiajanin, author of the new study told Business Insider. Gandong is the youngest known Homo erectus site in the world.
So they weren't around syphilis. They weren't around late enough to interact with Homo sapiens. So
Third party heading
let's
level
see.
2. A flood collected the fossilized bones. According to the study's authors, the skull caps and leg bones discovered in Gandong represent the largest Homo erectus find at any single site. Resol et al. _ Gandong excavate.
So, and here's an excavation photo.
And an exposed bone bed as it looked into Russell L. Shiajanin / University. That's because the bones, along with 25,000 other fossils that were later lost during World War II, accumulated within a log jam in the river, said Kara Westerway, an author of the study. She added that the skull caps were missing parts of the cranium because the skeletons got damaged when they were washed down the river in a flood. Alongside the fossils, researchers found bones from at least 64 mammals that also got carried downstream.
Weird. I wonder what happened. Mind you, they would be able to spot Sif from the bones. That's true. They would, yeah.
The fossils would not have been concentrated in this small area without the flooding event, Shiachin added. That the bones were all swept downstream at the same time suggests the 12 Homo erectus individuals they came from died simultaneously in what could be a mass death. Third part heading level 2. Climate change may have killed Homo erectus. Shiachin said his team wasn't sure how these particular individuals died, but one theory about why Homo erectus died out on Java overall may sound familiar. Climate
change, huh?
About 120,000 to 110,000 years ago, the world shifted from a glacial period to an interglacial period, and temperatures rose. Java, which is now mostly rainforest, used to be covered in woodlands, but around the time of Homo erectus extinction, the island's environment started to get wetter and more humid because of the increasing temperatures, which allowed the rainforest to grow. Resol et al. _ Excavations in Gandong in 2000.
So here's some more excavation photos.
The demise of Homo erectus on Java coincides with this rainforest expansion, and the changing environment likely contributed to the demise, Shiachin said. No Homo erectus fossils are found after the environment changed, so Homo erectus likely was unable to adapt to this new rainforest environment.
Yeah, probably. And their diet would have had to change. Like a whole bunch of things would have had to change. So
Third party at Westerway said the encroaching rainforest would have caused problems for the essentially open woodland fauna that Homo erectus liked to hunt, which may have led to food insecurity. They might not have been able to find food sources they normally ate, or they might have been more vulnerable to the predators in the rainforest, Shiachin added. The Gandong site also included bones from animals that were more suited to woodland environments, like elephants, deer, and cattle. Those creatures lived and died at the same time as Homo erectus.
yeah, this looks more like an inability to what's it called? Adapt. Pinkala says, gee, it looks like it was a cycle and the cycle is it's almost like it was a cycle and the cycle is repeating itself. Yeah, I know. Isn't that odd? Greta went back in time and snapped their necks. That's funny.
Heading level 2, intermingling human ancestors. By correctly dating these fossils, anthropologists can now explore who Homo erectus might have interacted with before they died out. Third party at you are currently on a frame. Heading third party at the list is large. Homo erectus could have interbred with Denisovans, another group of human ancestors found mostly in Siberia and Eastern Asia, as well as two other early human species that live on Pacific islands, called Homo floresiensis and Homo luzonensis.
I was gonna ask if they ever found Homo florenensis. The Homo florenensis are the Hobbit people. The ones that look like hobbits.
Homo erectus skull group.
So here's a Homo
Denisovans
erectus skull.
Denisovans lived between 200,000 and 50,000 years ago. Genetic evidence indicates that they interbred with both modern humans and an older species, passing on about 1% of their DNA.
Interesting.
This older species is likely H. erectus, Shiachin said, given that the new date from his study falls solidly within the time frame that Denisovans were alive.
Very cool. See, I like these science-y things.
But it's not clear whether Denisovans and Homo erectus intermixed on Java in particular. Third part, there is considerable speculation about where and when the Denisovans meet Homo erectus and what the results of those interactions were, Shiachin added. Resol et al. Excavations underway in Gandong in 2000. More than 50,000 years ago, Homo luzonensis lived and thrived on what's now the Philippine island of Luzon, on the nearby Indonesian island of Flores. Link. Homo floresensis, your nickname the Hobbit for its short stature, lived between 100,000 and 60,000 years ago. Westerway said that there's no doubt these three species overlap temporally.
Yeah, they do. So it would be really cool if we could find if the climate became, or if the climate turned warmer and more humid, then perhaps the Homo erectuses or erecti became more susceptible to diseases through cuts, food, water, etc. Yeah, that's a very valid hypothesis.
Resol et al. Sol the link. Shiachin and West the Solo River near Gandong, with exposed river terraces on its.
So that's the river bed.
Link. Lasted about 1.8 million years. Shiachin and Westerway's new research cements Homo erectus status as one of the longest-lived early humans. The species. Link. Lasted about 1.8 million years. Roughly 6 times as long as Homo sapiens, us, have existed.
Yeah. I wonder how much more time we have. That's an interesting thought to ponder over. How much time Homo sapiens has on this planet. Especially with how we are acting. So on that note, my friends, I do hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. I do not have a guest yet for tomorrow. So if you guys are, know of anybody you'd like to, or you think would be a good guest, or if you would like to be a guest or anything like that, please feel free to send me a DM at Blind Press on Twitter. Please also consider tuning in to Minions of the Zoo tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 p.m. Central, because Prospero is hosting and I will be on as a guest. And also tomorrow night, I will be on helping Skeptalk out because he will be doing Wildcard Fridays. And then I'll be jumping over to the Cream Stream after that. So it'll be busy, busy, busy. So I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And I will talk to everybody later. Have an awesome day, guys. Thank you for watching.